Today we are starting a new unit called Textures, and it's going to be a texture project. So you want to go into Procreate. Now in Procreate, in order to add a new project, you click the plus sign, or you can actually open up, if you have a stack that you've created with your name on it, you can actually open up that stack, which is what I'm going to do, and then do the plus sign, and then it automatically puts it in your stack. So here's the plus sign. Then I'm going to hit screen size. And I'm going to shrink it just a little bit so that I can see the edges, because I'm going to create boxes, 9 boxes. So the first thing I want to do is make sure that I have calligraphy chosen and monoline. And I'm going to choose black to be the line. Let me snap to black there. Okay. And so what you do is you start a little bit right at the very edge of the page and you draw straight down, and look how wobbly that is, but it's okay because at the very tip of the page I'm going to hold my pencil down or my stylus down, and it's going to straighten up that line. And I'm going to do it again here. And remember, you want the line to go off the page, because if not, the whole page would fill with a solid color. Okay, so that didn't work, so I'm going to go back and try again. Nope. One more time. Let's see if this will be it this time. Okay, and then do it again. Okay, so now I have 9 boxes. So I want to go in, and the next thing I'm going to do is, for every color that I'm going to add, I want to make a layer. So I'm going to come up here and click the plus sign. And so my first layer, I'm going to fill with black. So I'm going to click here and drag. And then I'm going to go, uh-oh, what happened? Guess what happened? I don't have reference turned on. So let's turn on reference. Okay, now, there we go. So then I'm going to open up the color wheel, and I'm just going to move around the color wheel and choose different colors. And remember to add a layer. So I'm going to add another layer. Oh, wait a minute. That's wrong. Let me go back to layer 1 and undo. So I need to be on layer 2, black, and now drag. Okay, now add another layer. So for every color, I am adding a new layer. Okay. And I'm just going to go around the wheel here and choose, add a layer, choose that color. Okay, add a layer. And then continue all the way. Just keep adding layers and adding a new color each time. Uh-oh, guess what happened? It did that because there is a space right there. So to fix that, I'm going to do undo, and I'm going to go to my very first layer. Let me undo that color. Okay, go to my very first layer, and I'm going to grab my pencil. Make sure I'm on the right pencil. Yep, and then just move over like that to fix it, because remember, it has to go all the way off the edge. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to go back to my color. Let's see, it's not moving. Come on. Sometimes it gets stuck. So let's go to this layer here, and let's see if we can move it. There we go. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to drag the green here, and I'm just going to continue to go around and make sure to add a layer each time. That's very important. think I'm going to do a purple. Okay. And then add one more layer and do a pink. Okay, so now I have all these different layers to work with. So the next thing is that we're going to turn on the alpha lock for each one. So we come here, we tap, click on alpha lock. Okay, and you can tell it's alpha locked because there's a checkered background behind the color. And this will prevent us from coloring into anything. Kind of locks everything in place. Now notice down here at the bottom, I do not have alpha lock turned on for layer 1. So I'm not going to mess with layer 1 or the background color. So I'm going to start with layer 2, which is the black. I'm going to come to my pencil or my paintbrush up here, and I'm going to go down to textures is where I'm going to go first, and I'm going to choose decimals. You can choose whichever one you'd like. And then I'm going to choose opposite of black. I'm going to choose white, just for contrast. And then I'm going to come into the black, and I'm going to rub around. I'm even going outside the lines, and it's not going outside the lines. It's keeping everything inside of here. Okay, so I think I'm going to undo that just a little bit and come back and add just a little bit. All right, now I need to name this. So it is called Textures Decimals. So I'm going to open up my drawing pencil and I'm going to write Textures Decimals. And this is going to be important because when we add the textures to our hand, we need to be able to know where we got it from. So we're labeling our textures. So the next one I'm going to go to layer 3. I'm going to go back to my textures and see if I want to use any more from this category, from the texture category. I kind of like the wood look. So now this one's called Textures Wood. So I'm going to use the opposite color of red. I'm going to go to green. Okay. And that's just my choice. You can use any colors you want. So we're going to do the wood, and I'm rubbing around. Ooh, nice. So this one was called Textures Wood. So I'm going to go back to my writing utensil and name it Textures Wood. Oh, that green looks good. Okay, so now I'm going to go to layer 4. And on layer 4, I'm going to go opposite of orange, which is the pretty blue. And then I'm going to go try. I'm just going to kind of look around to see what they have, see what's interesting. Ooh, I like the polygons. Okay, so I'm going to choose Abstract Polygons. I'm going to do it in blue. Wow, that looks pretty cool. I'm going to change my color back to white. So Abstract. Oops, I need to get the right pen. Hello, calligraphy. Okay, so this one's called Abstract Polygon. All right. Now I'm going to go to layer 5, which is my orangish color. And opposite of orange is blue. So this one's more of a yellow orange. So maybe a light blue would look really nice with that one. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do, a light blue. And I'm going to search around and see if I like any of these. Try airbrushing. No. Abstract. Ooh, Optagon, Abstract Optagon. I like that. Now, the harder I press with the stylus, the harder or the more it shows up, the print shows up. This is me doing it lightly, barely, you barely see it, but when I push harder with my stylus, it makes it brighter. And that to me does not look baby blue. Maybe that's the way it is. Okay, so this one is Abstract Opticon. Opticon. Okay, so I'm going to write that down. Abstract Opticon. Okay, let me see if I spelled that right. Abstract Opticon. Okay, got it. All right. So now I'm going to my next layer, which is layer 6, and that's kind of a mustard color. Maybe I'll do some purple. Okay, so I'm looking at artistic. That doesn't look interesting to me. Abstracts are pretty cool. Charcoal, I like that burnt tree. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Okay, so we'll do charcoal. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I'm going to change my color here, and I'm going to, it is Charcoal's Burnt Tree. Charcoal's burnt Tree. Grab my writing pencil. So Charcoal Burnt Tree. And make sure you spell it correctly so you know exactly where you're grabbing it from. So the top label is the brush category, and then the bottom label is the actual type of brush. All right, so now I'm going to layer 7. And layer 7 is green, so I'm going to use red. And I want a brighter red. Yep, let's see. Yep, that looks good right there. Okay, so now I've tried abstract charcoals. Let me see elements. Ooh. Crystals looks interesting. What about spray paints? Touch-ups. Ooh, zombie skin. That's what I'm going to choose. Zombie skin. Now, if I press down hard when I'm doing this, it makes it look a little bit more interesting. Okay. And then go back, and so it is touch-ups zombie skin. So I'm going to go back to my calligraphy pen. Oh, I keep doing that. All right. Touch-ups zombie skin. Okay. Go to my next layer, which is this really pretty teal color, and I think I'm going to use white on that. Snap to white. And let's see, we've done touch-ups. What about vintage? Ooh, I like the bolt. That's what we're going to do. Vintage bolt. Wow, look at that. The harder you push, the bigger the lightning bolt is. Okay, so go back to my calligraphy to write it. So it's vintage bolt. Vintage bolt. Almost done. We have 2 more layers to go. Okay, so layer 9 is purple and red. Looks good with purple, but so does yellow. So let's try yellow. And we're going to do a brighter yellow. Okay, so the last thing I looked at, let me look at luminous. Luminous. Oh, I like these. What a flare would look like. Luminous flare. Let's try it. Wow, that is cool. Okay, luminous fair. Luminous flare. Okay. So go back to my calligraphy, get my writing pen. Oh, I keep doing that. Sorry. Luminous flare. Okay, I've got one more to do, and then I'll be finished. And so for this one, I think I'm going to do, maybe a baby blue would be really pretty on it. Okay, so let's see, what have I not looked at? Let's look at organic. That looks interesting. And water. I think I'm going to go with organic, and I'm going to do, I don't know what this is, but maybe snow gum. Organic snow gum. Okay, let's see what happens. Wow. I like that. Okay, so we're going to call it organic. Oops. Okay, that actually looks pretty cool. I'm going to leave it. Organic, let's see, organic snow gum. All right, I need my calligraphy pen. There we go. Organic snow gum. All right, so I am finished with this. And so what you want to do is you want to save it, or share it, I should say, as a JPEG to your Google Drive, just in case. And also, if you have not created a stack, you want to put it on top of one of your other projects to create a stack to store anything with. So as you can see, this is my texture project. I can come here. I have everything that has to do with the project that I'm working on. Your stack should be your last name, so it would show all of your projects under your last name. And that is it for today.